Good afternoon and welcome to Subtype R on American Truck Simulator this Sunday the 17th of May. Hello to Yonicum Sanchez. Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for joining us. We are back again and we've just selected a job going from Eureka down to Santa Cruz to get what covered in another location in California to be found. And this is our truck. This is our nice big Kenworth that we've been hauling for the last few weeks. We have got another one on the road with a driver called Willie. He is moving loads as well. So let's dive back into the cab and get this truck on the road. Right, so we've got a box trailer of oh, let's have a look. Get this started up. We've got a box trailer full of beverages to pick up. We do need to get a rest and get some diesel as well as we head out. Manual gearbox and clutch, and we're also using the Logitech G920 steering wheel and pedals and gear stick, as well as the Samsung Galaxy button box on same hub dashboards, which is a really good, nice little feature to be honest. We've got our home built indicators and gear selector switch manufactured. They're all plugged in. And this week we've actually also had a delivery of a handbrake. Oh, there's a resting spot we can use. We can get a rest in here. I think we've got to go around the back. So yeah, we've got the handbrake delivered, which is really good. And all we're waiting for is a few more little parts, and we'll be all good to go. Hello to Andrew Stevens, hello to Simon White, Brian Shields, Andy Brewster, good afternoon to you. Andrew Downs, hello and welcome back again. Josh Gibson, hello. Paulie McLaughlin, Kev Noon and Graham Darville, thank you very much for joining with today. It is much appreciated. We are going to take a rest here. So we've got our driver's hours back. We're now fire it back up and head back out on the road again. And we'll go and find some diesel. We do have Liz on board. Thank you very much for joining with Liz. And I believe we've also got Robert Clayton as well, my son. And I would like to say thank you and welcome to everybody else that's joined with, including Ruth Stokes, Alan Evans, Jeff Jones and David Aston. Welcome on board. Thanks very much for joining with. We do appreciate everybody that joins with today. If you do want to come along and get more notifications of when we go live with these simulators, then just hit the follow button on the notifications. You will then get notifications of when we go live, and then you can just hit that little link. Or I'll tell you what, let's put it into a gear. It'll actually take not that one. That's 9th. Mustn't have got the next range. There we go. 12th. That's the one we want. And you'll get notified of when we hit our next live streams. All right, let's get this 13th. Gearbox is really sticky on this. We probably need to do a bit of a repair on it as well. Don't forget, you can come along and join us on the live Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/subtyper. And that gives you the live chat as well. And there's our fuel station. We'll go and fuel this up. Welcome on board to Scott Crawford. And also to Anthony McCluskey. Hello, my friend. I hope you are well. We'll try and not grind these gears too much because I don't think we've got many left in there. Thank you to Angami Kira, has liked the stream. You are the first one this afternoon. And that's your afternoon horn. And Kev, you've sold your PC. My God, man, what are you doing? I would imagine it's probably for the carton that you maybe sold that for. But steering wheel and seat. I wish I'd known you had a seat for sale. Yeah, that would have been handy, although whether the wife would have allowed us to buy it, I don't know. But yes, it is good to have you all on board, and thanks very much for joining it. Here we go, full tanks. Let's get this truck out here and get some lights on as well. So that was a bit of cash went out the pocket. We are heading over to pick this trailer of beverages up. And then we're going to go down to Santa Cruz in California and deliver it off over there. Quite a bit of a strange gear change, that one. That it goes from 10th to 13th. Thank you very much, Liz, for sharing the stream. You can have your afternoon horn. So this is the thing we do. You like, share and follow us. You get the afternoon horn on Sunday. And it's all appreciated. If you just want, you can hit the live chat, give us some comments, and we'll see if we can get your names read out. If you just want a business supporting, then don't forget to come and give us a shout. We're Mr. Junction. I'm glad that bit of waste ground was there we could get spun round on. Oh, what a horrible gear change. And we're back. So, what you've all been up to this week? I hope you're all well and safe and been following all of your government's guidelines, or just literally generally probably spending the a little bit of common sense, because to be honest, sometimes I don't think the governments have got that, and some of the information they give you is so confusing you couldn't follow it in any case. So we are back. We're going to go and get our trailer loaded up, and then we'll head out onto the roads of California. Trailer has vanished. So should we just take something else instead? Eureka to Ontario. Let's take this tanker. Fruit juice. We'll take this over to Ontario. And I think what's happened with that trailer that we were meant to be taking is we basically ran out of time for it. It must have been a time delivery. But here we go. There's our trailer ready for it. And we'll back into it if we can. We'll see how good our reversing is. Generally it's not that good, but you never know. Never claiming to be experts. Always just done for a bit of entertainment on your Sunday afternoon. Makes a little bit of a change to watching the general idiot box in the corner of the room. So we have got people joining us from all over the UK and the world. And we do appreciate everybody. We normally have people out and about, and they'll stop just to come and join and watch the show. So here we are. This is the trailer we're picking up. Very much like the trailer from Convoy, except he wasn't carrying fruit juice. He was carrying explosives in the back, or something that was chemicals. So there we go. This is a truck and trailer we've just backed under. Get it all loaded up. There's the cables in. There's the lights on. Let's make sure our indicators work. Indicator works. That indicator works. Let's make sure we've got some brake lights. Would you believe we've got no brake lights? Wow. There we go, brake lights. So, let's get this going. Engine's running. Let's get this off on the road. We'll dive back in the cab. We're all good to go. Done our safety checks. Let's head out on the road. That's one thing. If we get thirsty on this trip, we'll be able to grab a quick drink from the back, because it looks like it's all fruit juice we've picked up from a farm. All natural produce that we carry. So this truck is starting to push on with its mileage. We've done nearly 6,000 miles, as you can see from the mileometer on the dashboard. We are doing about 4.5 miles to the gallon. So we've used a fair bit of fuel. Good afternoon to Leighton Crosby. Hello to you. And Hammer Shaladi. Shaladia. Hopefully I pronounced that correct. If I didn't, I will apologise now. Welcome on board. You can have the afternoon horn. That's out to you for following with. And good afternoon to Bria DeBia. Hello to you. And thank you very much for joining us as well. We are currently heading off to Ontario in the north there, the northeast of the American map that we have at the moment. And we've got a tanker full of fruit juice on the back. And this could be an interesting trip because I think it's all tight and twisty roads the whole trip. We've got plenty of fuel, got plenty of rest, got plenty of hours on the clock. So we should be able to make this trip in one shot, which would be good. As you can tell, it's starting to get dark and I absolutely hate travelling in the dark. But there we go. We're just currently waiting for our friends in Zambia. That's Mabanga and Susie. And once they join up, and Blaine, as well as Philip Robbins from Forgan Distillery. And we're also going to give a big shout out to Kev Noon as well, who is supporting Stoked Casual Wear, which is www.stoked.cw.co.uk. Thanks very much, Pellier. You're an absolute star. Pellier's with us again, all the way from Sweden, the glorious country of Sweden. Thank you very much for joining with. You, my friend, deserve the horn as well. Pellier, big supporter of American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, Farming Simulator, and any other type of simulator you can think of. Although I think you might draw the line at Goat Simulator. Although there is a game called Goat Simulator, and I have got it. Just remember, if you are joining us on a watch party, then you can come across onto the live stream as well at www.facebook.com/subtype R, or hit the link on your watch party and that'll bring you into the live stream where the live chat is, and you can come and meet all these people that we're giving shout outs to as well. We are currently about 503 miles of driving away, so that's not bad. Yes, the teapot is not lit. It's a strange symbol that on the dashboard when you run out of oil. You get a little symbol of a teapot boiling away. Lovely comment that, Pelly. I love that. That was an amazing. Although if we carry on and my driving skills carry on, then you might see the dashboard lit up like a pinball machine, which is obviously going to slow it down slightly, but we'll try and stay off the old barriers and stay off the natives and not crash into them. And we haven't been caught speeding yet, which is good, even though we are speeding. Some twisty roads coming up this way, I tell you. Hello to Fateh Banbozina. Hello to you, Robert Maletta. What's up? How's trucking going? Robert, it is going absolutely fantastic. I nearly went off there. The trucking's going well. I haven't crashed it yet. I may have just spoke too soon. I haven't caught any speeding fines yet, so we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad at all. How are you, my friend? I hope everything's well. How's the dogs? I hope they're well. I hope Cosmo and the other one's doing good. Can't remember the other one's name. New puppies and amazing chocolate Labrador and a little German Shepherd. Awesome. Thank you very much for that. We are just currently heading up to Ontario, heading out of California, and these roads are really twisty and windy. Thank God we're not having to turn off anywhere quite yet. Oh, we've got the main beams on. Sorry for that. Been doing awesome. Lucy's getting big. I bet she is. That's it. Lucy's the other dog. And I bet you. The thing is with those types of dogs, mate, they don't stay puppies for long. They get a good feed and a good owner like yourself, and they spring up like mad. It's just as well you've got a big old place there to keep them entertained and looked after. Robert joining us from, I believe, did you say you were in New Mexico, Robert? I think you said you were in New Mexico. This week, what we're doing is we're collecting everybody's information, or what we're trying to do is collect some information on just general areas where you're from. And the reason being is we've got a map. And what we're going to do is we're going to mark on maps how far the live stream actually reaches. Up to now, we've managed to gain followers in Malaysia. We've got followers in Central USA, Belize. We've got followers in New Mexico, I believe. And we've also got followers in Venezuela, Argentina, Algeria, all over the place, all over Europe as well. I mean, yeah, I could go on and on and on and on and on, but the next stream would be, the next hour and a half of the stream would just be me naming locations. So, if you're in a location and you want your location marked on a map, what we're doing is we're literally marking a map to see how far we're getting. See how far we're reaching out around the world, which I think is quite a good idea, to be honest. It gets to show you where we're at and also how far we're traveling. I mean, you know, we've got some amazing distances. We've even got a neighbour across the road watching. I mean, how amazing is that for distance? This Facebook gets absolutely everywhere, you know. It goes from A to B and back again. So we are 443 miles into 443 miles to go. Done about 70 miles so far. Not bad going. We'll keep the hammer down as hard as we can and just get this trip knocked off. We are going to be live streaming Euro Truck Simulator 2 later on from about 5:30, and then back with the good old ForganDistillery.com Farming Simulator 19, growing more produce for that UK's only licensed distillery of corn whiskey and also gin and rum. And then I believe he's also brewing at some point vodka to turn into limoncello. And our little bit of daftness this week involved buying a homebrew gin kit. Well, I'm saying homebrew. What you do is, what they sell you is, they sell you a bottle with a lot of stuff inside, as in juniper berries and bay leaves and herbs and cinnamon and stuff like that, and all sorts of produce. And you just top it up with vodka. And then once you've topped it up with vodka, you basically then just leave it for, I believe, a week or 2 weeks. And then you put it into a glass, or you sieve it, get all these these berries and all that out of there, and you drink it, and it should taste like gin, or it should taste like some flavoured gin. To be honest, it's probably more like flavoured vodka, because I would imagine gin's made a complete different way, but you never know. Look at this idiot coming up the inside. Wonder where he's going to be going. Probably straight out in front of us. Is he coming? Well, aye. Look at that. Give him a flash on the lights. There you go. So, we are currently 400 miles away. Good afternoon to Audrey Lilly. Hello to you. I'm waving out the window, pet. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday, 17th of May, and I hope you're waving back. So we are heading up on these twisty roads. This is a little bit more of a challenging sort of roads, as we are having to concentrate on the speed limits a little bit more. We are got a bit of twistiness in here. It's a tanker full of liquid on the back, which means it's going to be sloshing around. I don't think the American tanks are baffled. bit of an incline coming up. Drop the cogs. The beauty of this is we're not going to get stuck like we did in Iceland on the hill. This is all dry tarmac we're on here at the moment. The weather's been quite fortunate for the American Truck Simulators series. We've been doing well with that. Robert, you don't need to apologise, my friend. It is appreciated anytime you join. And life has got to go on, no matter what happens in the streaming world. But it is appreciated. And we have missed you, though. We definitely have missed you. We missed the Robert of New Mexico. But yes, the world of life goes on before streaming. But like I say, we're trying to keep it regular for you when you just want to pop in and pop out. It's all down to yourselves. There's no pressure on anybody. But we do like to see when everybody's well and good and joining along. Co Ross has liked the stream. Thank you very much for liking the stream, Co. You are going to get the Sunday afternoon horn. This is American Truck Simulator 1.37, the new one, which has got a few new features, including the electric windows on each side of the cab, open and close, and we'll be showing you them a little bit later on, as well as they've updated the sound to F mod, which when you open the windows, you get the noise. You get the noise of the Doppler effect. And outside noises will get a little bit more louder. Quite clever. We do have plenty of people in the cab with us today. A lot of people are joining in, and we do appreciate every single one of them. And as you can see, we've got Liz, the angry bird, hanging up there. She's joined with today, and she's loving life at the minute. She's had a couple of days off. Oh no, you've only had one day off. All right, okay. So that's Liz there. Always with for Liz, always a good lass, and really appreciate her for supporting in this and everything we do. Gotta say that or she'll kick us in. I'll end up buried in the doghouse out the back. But yes, we are at some point as well at the end of this lockdown. We're going to try and get a few people in for the live stream on the Sunday, and see how they progress on American Truck Simulator. So if you're local and want to fancy having a go, then get in touch, and we'll see what we can do. We've got plenty of things happening as well coming up, where we've got, like I say, we've got Euro Truck Simulator 2 on at 5:30. We have Farmer Simulator 19, which is enjoyed with our Forgan Distillery whiskey. And we on Tuesday, what we're hoping to do is do a bit more Dirt 2, and then probably go into Bus Simulator. I don't know if we're going to do any more Gold Rush. It was a bit of a draggy game, bit of a grindy game. We might see if we can do a little bit, we'll see. But we're also going to introduce X-Plane 11, or 10, I think it is, 10. And do a bit of flying, maybe on a Tuesday as well. And it's going to be quite a good day. The live stream for Dirt 2, we're going to try and start a bit earlier. We're going to try and start around about the 10 o'clock in the morning. And then possibly Bus Simulator 2 from about maybe 3 o'clock, and then X-Plane 10 on the PC from about possibly maybe about 5-6 o'clock, as we are now part of a virtual airline, so we've got to get some flights in. And the first few flights I think we're going to do is going to be UK and Europe, so that should be interesting. We're also hopefully going to be entered into a rally championship or a rally event in Dirt 2.0, which is being held electronically, because obviously with the lockdown, most rallies have been cancelled. So the Northwest Legendary Stages, or the Legendary Northwest Stages, sponsored by Legend Fires, Mr. John Stone, is organising a Dirt 2 competition over 3 days. And it's going to be 3 stages a day, starting on the Friday the 22nd. And we're hopefully going to enter into one of those classes. Haven't quite decided which class we're going to enter into, which car we're going to use. But we are going to be competing as well with that. So quick look over here, make sure we've got nothing behind, but we're all fine at the minute. We're all going to be competing now, so please make sure you stay tuned and see how we do. Not predicting great things, but you never know, we might win the event. That'll be quite good. Some big names in that event though. We've got Ocean Price entered, some big rally men, and that should be great. We've got Lee Tyndale. We've got Ewan Tyndale entered as well, an up-and-coming rally star that's going to be absolutely amazing, and is only looking for his first break into rallying. His dad Lee was a big rally man, and that was amazing. So yep, all good there, and a few other things coming up. Really good that we've got so many people on board, and I say it'll be fun to see how we get on with that. Robert, it is quite interesting that the dog's barking, or does a short bark in her sleep. Maybe she's just dreaming. She's probably seen that nice juicy steak you're about to cook her on a Sunday and thought, I'll have it now. So, aye. A lot of dogs, our dog sort of waves when it sleeps. Its front paws going and it's waving away. So she sleeps with a 6-month-old chocolate lab. Oh, bless. Hello to Chuck Morris and Harry Middleton. Hello, Harry. How are you, my friend? How are you? I hope you're well, young man, and I hope you're all happy. How's Mary and your pooches? Thank you very much for joining me on this Sunday afternoon. Last week we had Derek Duff join me and Darren Cowie and Scott Simpson. So we had the old Foul Welsh boys in the house. And this week we've got Harry Middleton of Pollux, the big Scottish and North East and Northern hauliers. Another local hero who keeps this country on its feet by moving loads left, right and centre and keeping the supermarket stocked and all the produce on the shelves. We do appreciate everything you boys do. And big thanks to the key workers, including the NHS and the health staff, and also all the actual people that are in the emergency services, shops workers, and everybody else that keeps this country going. Thanks very much for everything you do. Big clap out to you. Hello to Paul Morris and Ian Armstrong. Good afternoon to you too. Thanks very much for joining. We do appreciate you. And we're currently en route up to Ontario from Eureka in California. We've got a big old load of fruit juice on the back in a big tanker. And what we might do is have a quick look on the outside. Although we'll not be able to see it, it's dark. I wish it would have lightened up. Although it is 2:46 in the morning. And we should be there early morning. What we'll do, as soon as we get to the location and it's a bit brighter, we'll dive outside and give a look to see what this truck and trailer looks like. So, there we go. So what's everybody been up to? Why are you been hiding? What are you been doing? Are you all working? Are you working from home? What's the crack? Hello to Neil McCarthy, the big dog in the air. Neil, how are you doing? I'm so pleased you've joined us. Thank you very much for that. And can't wait to be honest, I can't wait to get some flying done. Real life flying as well as simulator flying. Would love to pop up to see you, Neil, and maybe spend some time in the simulator. We could, and if it was alright with you, we could bring some cameras and maybe do a live stream as well from your place. Neil's got some amazing simulators. He can fly everything from 737s to jet fighters and World War II Spitfire. I'm sure he's got a racing car simulator as well, which is really good. And I also believe he has a jet provost. So he's actually got a real life jet provost aircraft that he flies. as a display pilot. Lakeview discovered. Yeah, look at that. We found somewhere else. And it's really good to see you all join one stream. And this Sunday, 17th, and it is appreciated. Neil, if you want to put a shout out to or any messages out there for your flight simulator webpage or your booking systems, then please feel free to do so. I do tend to know it, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So if you want, please add that in the live chat. That would be appreciated. So this is Lakeview. Wonder where the lake is. Can't see any views of the lakes around here, mind. 25-mile an hour speed limit. I tell you what. Well, we haven't been caught speeding yet, and we haven't had any crashes. So this is good. Neil, we're going to be, if you're interested, I hope you are, we are going to be using X-Plane 1064-bit on Tuesday evening, and hopefully we'll get some live stream of that as well. I'm kind of hoping I can do it. We've been using FSX, which to be honest is a good application, good little program, Flight Simulator X, but the problem with it is it's only 32-bit. Which means you can't use all of your memory of your system. You can only use like 4 gigabits of RAM, and unfortunately most of the add-on aircraft and airports take more than that, so it just crashes until the new one's out this year. John, get the lady another doggy. I'm still waiting for the lady to get me a tweed cap, mate. She's been promising to measure my head to get a tweed cap. So when I'm driving, when I'm using Farming Simulator 19, I can look like a real god-honest farmer. Now look, see, there's a hint. Look, tractor. And if I get me tweed cap, and I'll talk about getting another dog. How does that sound? Does that sound fair? I think that sounds fair. The only thing I don't want to happen is our dog to get jealous, because she's a daddy's girl, our dog. I don't want her to get jealous. I don't want her to suddenly start feeling like she's getting pushed out by a new puppy in town. So someone get this stop. Turn them lights off, so we're not blaming everybody. Yes, they are. You're very right. They are the best mate you'll ever have. They're loyal beyond belief, mate. Much better than cats. Although we used to have a cat. I wouldn't hurt any animal, to be honest, but I think a cat's got a life of its own. It just decides, well, hang on a minute, you feed us. That's it. I've had enough. I'm away. Whereas with a dog, it'll be like, I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. I'm your best mate, I'm your best mate, I'm your best mate forever and ever and ever. Whereas with a cat, it tends to be like, I love you, love you, love you, feed me, right, ta-ra. See ya, bye. I'm off to go and lie in front of the fire. Don't disturb me. Cats are interesting animals. I think they were worshipped in Egypt, cats. And aye. But then the Egyptians found dogs were a lot more useful. So yes, like I say, all I need is a tweed cap, and I'll think about getting another dog. To be honest, I wouldn't mind one. Yes, mate, I am. I'm John. Yes, subtype, I'm John. So it's so it looks like, Robert, you've probably talked us into getting another dog. We'll get her a little cuddly one from the toy shop so she can cuddle it. Hello, Philip Robbins. Welcome on board this Sunday afternoon. Good afternoon to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. And how are you? I hope you're well. We're missing all the excitement here, mate. I've signed up to become a rally driver in a Dirt 2 Rally Championship. Thank you very much for the share, Philip. You can have the Sunday afternoon horn twice. And yes, we've signed up to do a rally championship in Dirt Rally 2. We're not even a championship, just an event. Legend Fires have sponsored an e-event. Normally they sponsor a live event in the Manchester and Southport and Liverpool area. They do a live event and it competes around the promenade as well as the Wheaton Army Camp, places like that. And it's normally closed roads, and this year with lockdown, obviously it couldn't go ahead. So what they've said is they've asked for a guy, I believe his name's Chris Lloyd, and he is organising an e-event, electronic event from Dirt 2. So it's going to be 3 stages over 3 stages per day over 3 days, starting the 22nd of May. So next weekend, next Friday night, 6 o'clock. That's my first speeding offence. Yeah. Oh, we're doing so well as well. I've done nearly 300 miles. So sponsor. So it starts next Friday at 6 o'clock, where we compete electronically over 3 stages, and then Saturday we're back out again on the stages for 3 stages, and then Sunday again we're back out on the stages. So we may have a little bit of a change of schedule next Sunday, but you know we'll give you 3 live streams, if not more. And thank you very much, Robert, for liking the stream. Robert Maletti, you can have your Sunday afternoon horn. Been Fettlin Rum. I saw the rally. Should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Yes, so ma. It's going to be amazing, mate. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. We've also joined a virtual airline, the UK's leading virtual airline, would you believe, as a new pilot. We're going in there at the bottom, and we're going to see how far we can work our way up. We are going to be live streaming on Tuesday, hopefully a bit of practice for this rally event on Dirt 2 from about 10 o'clock. And then we're definitely going to do Bus Simulator 18. The reason we didn't do it last week is Bus Simulator 18 had some issues, but we think we've resolved them now. So we've got a few more bits of downloadable content on that as well, which is good. And then later on the Tuesday, we're going to do the X-Plane Live Fly, which is going to be probably around the UK using one of the airlines aircraft. And hopefully we'll not make too many passengers seasick or airsick or frightened, but we'll have a go at that. As you can see, sun's coming up in the wonderful USA. And we're going right down here. Get on the exhaust brake and get it slowed down. There we go. Robert, being the owner of the UK's only corn distillery, only licensed corn distillery. Sorry, Philip. Oh, God, why did I get the right names? I'm thinking of so many people. I'm thinking of your dogs, Robert. Sorry. So Philip is the owner of the only UK corn licensed distillery, ForganDistillery.com. And if you like your high-end whiskies, rum, gin, and I believe he does some vodka as well, then he's the person to go and see over at www.forgandistillery.com. And I'd like to welcome Guy Duke. Hello to you, my friend. Thank you very much for joining us. It is appreciated. We do enjoy everybody that comes and joins in with us, as well as the live chat. We are currently heading over to Ontario with fruit juice on the back of this big Kenworth that we own. And we are going to be there quite shortly, to be honest, we're not that far off. It's been a bit of a trip, this one, because the roads haven't been all like straight highways. They've been not back roads, but they've certainly been a bit more challenging, which is good. Here we go. We are going to, that's the one. So that's good. Thanks, Philip, for putting that link there. Sometimes I forget them, or I don't do them correctly. But here we go. We are heading over. We've only been caught once this whole stream, speeding, which is good. No doubt that might change. And we haven't had any accidents, which is really, really good, because that costs more money. And we are speeding again, but never mind. Let's crack on. See if we're past him. We are. Let's get back in, and we'll just keep pushing on. 35 mile an hour, 20 over the top. Must be coming up to a little town. Oh, there's a kind of big leak in the old water system. Using the exhaust brake to save the wear and tear on the truck. As we push on a bit further, we're still speeding, like. Here we go, going left here. This is Burns. This is the town of Burns. I don't know if there's any relation to Montgomery Burns. We're going to jump these lights. I haven't been fined for it, so that's good. Montgomery Burns being famous in The Simpsons. And all we're waiting for now is the rest of the family to join with. Hopefully Blaine will be along quite soon, although he might be working today. I know he's been out and about in the US delivering goods all over the big country, doing some massive hauls with his truck. And also we're waiting for Mark Chisholm to get out of bed. He's probably still suffering from his party night last night. I believe he was partying last night at home, enjoying the tunes or mixing some new tunes. So we're all clear on this way bridge. That's good. Let's just push on through. There's a way bridge, way station there, and in the new 1.37 they also check the quality of the vehicle as well. Hello to Neil Griffiths. Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for joining us. Sunday, 17th of May, week 9 of the international lockdown. Although it has been relaxed a little bit. And of course, when people hear the word relaxed, they go out and act as if it's not there anymore, which is quite worrying, but never mind. Yes, you laughed your socks off. Good man. We are currently around about 100 miles away from our destination with this fruit juice on the back. And got a nice big old Kenworth on the front, hauling it as we go. We'll get a few more. We've discovered another town in this state as well, or another little city. When you're driving these things, it does not make you want to visit the USA. I tell you, it'd be lovely, that, wouldn't it? So, if you are watching on the watch parties, then please feel free to come over to the live streams at www.facebook.com/subtyper. Join us on the live stream and the live chats, and we'll try and keep you entertained as much as we can. But Phil's obviously been fettling some rum. God, Liz wasn't hanging around there in that blue Subaru, was she? Blind there, really. She had the tour well and truly buried there. She must have been going to pick that little puppy up. So we've got people on board. Phil's been fettling rum today. Probably making another batch. 240 litres, I think he said, there was going to be manufactured. So that's going to be interesting. And we are also know that Robert Milletti is looking after the dogs. He's enjoying himself over there in the good old USA, New Mexico, I believe. And what else is everybody else up to? What are you all doing? What have you been doing? Have you got the Sunday roast on? Are you planning Sunday lunch today? Have you had it? This drive's starting to get tired already. How can you get tired with my voice? Let's wake him up with the exhaust brake. Not far to go, 70 miles to our destination. Hopefully he'll stay awake that long. If not, you can look at the angry bird in the windscreen and look at how it's glaring at him. Very much like the way our lass is when I keep saying that's angry bird and that's her. Nice little farm on our right. A few little caravans and trailer parks there. A bit of a lay-by. Now, if that had been a rest area, we could have pulled in and given the bloke a rest. But it's not. So this is Interstate 20, 65 mile an hour. Let's hopefully we'll get this job run off quite quick. We've got a bit of a straight. Let's have a look on the outside and see how we're doing. So this is the truck and trailer we're hauling. Not a bad looking cab, is it? Dive back in before we get to the right hander. See these white and yellow crosses flashing? Those are roads that haven't been completed yet. The game developers, SCS, are still developing a lot of maps for the game and making it bigger. There is also independent developers as well, where you can get modifications for the game, which gives you bigger routes, bigger maps and all this and that, which we've done on Euro Truck Simulator 2. We've incorporated a lot of Russia and Eastern Bloc countries, as well as I think we've got Australasia and Indonesia and South America as well on there. And oh, didn't want to run at the back of him. And with that, we've it gives you a lot more places to drive, you know. There are no truck noises. Ooh, should be. Oh, I know why. Yes, I can resolve that. That's no bother, mate. We can. You know what it is, Phil? You're the first person to tell me that, but I appreciate that. we will get that sorted. What we'll do is we'll go and drop this load off, and we'll get the old truck sorted out. It's a case of something we did on Tuesday when we were playing on the Xbox. We had a different audio source selected, so we can change that over. That's no bother. We'll get that sorted. That's no bother. Not a bother, matey. Oh, thank God he's moving out the way. Where's he again? He's got old scrap cars on the back of that. Keep the hammer down. Blast through here. They're going back over. And we're carrying on to the next destination. So, we've got to find somewhere to rest. We've got to get this load off as well. We're only 25 miles away. As you can see, the actual sleep icon is showing red. So that means he's desperate to get his head down. Bless him. Let's get this sorted. We're not that far off now. There's another little destination we could have delivered to on the right. So until we get to our destination, what should I do? Should I make truck noises? You want to hear this one? Looks like it's a Tesla in front of it there. Just under a bonnet. Just shows you how you can hide these cars when you get up to these junctions. If you didn't know that car was in front of you, you just wouldn't see it with these big bonnets on these trucks, like, would you? Hello to Tom Harris. Sorry, Tom Heron. Wow, Tom, how are you doing, man? I hope you're well. Tom's a good family friend and big rally man as well. He's big name in the rallying world. I don't know if he still is. Hopefully, Tom, you're competing in this Dirt 2.0 challenge that John Stone and the other guys have set up for the Northwest stages next weekend. Would be good to see you on some of the electronic stages here. That would be brilliant, that. You're getting tired. I know I am, but there's nowhere to sleep. Oh, his eyes are getting sleepy. So hopefully you come to join me on that. That would be good. Really love to see you on that one, man. So we are nearly at our destination. We're only about 4 miles away. Hopefully we'll get there before we fall asleep. and then once we get the destination, we'll get the audio sorted out so you can hear the wonderful noises of this big Detroit V8, 510 horsepower of V8 muscle. So this is Beaver Creek, is it? I think, Ontario. So we're getting into Ontario, yeah. Oh, sorry, the Beaver. So yes, this is, we're back up towards Colorado, aren't we? And we're in Ontario, and it's known as the Beaver State. I thought it was Beaver Creek. This is Ontario. So another little town discovered, or another little city. Don't know if it's a little town, but there we go. We've got a recruitment agency on the left-hand side where we can hire more drivers if we want to. Put another truck on the road and hire more drivers. Nice little residential area here. Oh, a horrible gear change. The factory we're delivering to is up here. Hopefully we'll get to it before he falls asleep. That'd be nice. I did, mate. Not like a good beaver. They make some wonderful dams. So we are heading up this way. I don't know what this is across the road here. Looks like another place we can probably call in. We've got plenty of places to go and rest, that's for sure. That's good. We're going to go left in here. If we can get it stopped. Nearly missed that junction. So the next thing is we'll drop this trailer off. We'll go and get a rest. We'll get some audio back on the for the trucks, so you can actually hear it, which should make it interesting. I'm quite impressed at you all, to be honest. I really am, really impressed that you have stuck with us, not being able to listen to this wonderful V8 noise. Good afternoon to Ernie. Oh, we nearly got the gates. Who puts gates on the front of a factory? Not us. In any case, good afternoon to Ernie Ward. Hello to you. Thank you very much for joining us. You, my friend, are an absolute legend in the Northeast van world. This guy's got an absolute amazing van with some absolute tremendous lights and additions and modifications all over it. Good lad as well. And is currently organising a charity event on Thursday night to go and support the NHS with a convoy of vans going around James Cook Hospital in Teesside, I believe. See if we can get this trailer in. Not going to get in like that, I'm not. But we will do like this. Hopefully there's a gap in the fence there. We'll just be able to pull through. I blame being tired. Let's see if we can get it in. Oh, that's better. Maybe not. The old reversing needs practice, that's for sure. I was worried when I used to reverse into spaces like this, because you've got a big concrete wall on your right hand side and a trailer, sorry, on your left hand side, and then you've got a trailer on your right, which used to always make it look tight. And generally it was at Cumbria Seafoods at Seam, which was an absolute pig of a beer to get on. And the other one, which wasn't good, was the place that actually worked. That was a nightmare to put trailers on, which was Bay 5. As Derek mentioned last week, I'd forgotten all about it until he mentioned it. But it was usually a blind reverse, and it was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. You generally had to take a couple of shunts at it to get it on, and the last thing you wanted to do was bray a trailer at work, especially on your own with all the lads watching. That was a general nightmare. Oh, I think we're maybe up against the wall there. See, we'll move it over a little bit. This should be better now. Yeah, we'll go. Oh. Of course, it would have helped if we'd been in reverse, wouldn't it? Hey, 4% damage on the truck already. I blame the driver being tired. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Right, let's see how we're doing. Wiggle it back in a little bit. Get it straightened up. In the beer. Is it going to take it? There we go. Right into the beer. Exactly where they want it. Spot on. So, let's drop the old handbrake on. And we'll give you a look around the outside and show you what we've been hauling. You know, I've just been charged $200 for a sleeping offence, even though I'm probably asleep on the beer. We're never allowed to do that. If you wanted to upset anybody in a distribution centre, or if it caused you any grief and you wanted to really huff them, what you'd say is, I've run out of hours on the beer. And what they would have to do, legally they have to, or they had to, I don't know if it's still the same, they had to cordon off 3 beers around you. So they had to cordon your beer off, the beer beside you, and the beer on the other side of you, so you weren't disturbed in your 11 hours rest. And depending on how upsetting you want to be, that was kind of what you had to do, or what you did. Never did it myself, but I have heard drivers do it. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick drive before we go anywhere, and we're going to go and get our rest. Not arrested, just a rest. There's a bed on the other side of that place, and then what we'll do is we'll go and get that rest. Remember about the gates. And then we're not going. Oh, there's another $200 out the pocket. Whoa! Let's go and get this this rest in this area here. There's the brake area here. Let's go and find somewhere and just park it up. There we go. Handbrake on. Hello to George Jameson. Welcome on board, my friend. What we're going to do is we're just going to change the settings a little bit so you can hear the truck at least. Let's do this and get this all sorted for you. So to do this, let's do this and get them sounds back onto the audio. This should give us some audio back, hopefully. Let's have a look at that. Right, let's have a look and see if that's given us some audio. It may not have. It might have done. I don't know. Right, now let's get back to the game and get another load on this truck and get out of here. Right, so hopefully we've got audio again now on the track. Let's see. Do we have audio? I want big thumbs up if you have. Start the engine. Can you hear the audio? It's sounding good, I think. I'm hoping. Hello to Mark Chisholm. Welcome on board. And thanks for joining me, Mark. There we go. Off skis once more. Now let's go and see if we can find a job, eh? We're go and fuel this up as well, so we've got plenty of fuel. Dun, 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 dun. There's all the thumbs going up. It's good to see that we've got audio again. Right, let's get some diesel in this. Gorgeous sunset, isn't it? Or was it sunrise? Yeah, sunset. There we are, the fuel station filling up. Didn't take much of time. Nice price, $3.22 for diesel. And what we'll do is we'll go and select a job. We need a job, of course. So we are in Ontario, Colorado. I believe it's Colorado. And we need to, Oregon. And we need to go and find another job. So where we're looking for now, Oregon to finish. So Pendleton, the Dallas. Okay, the Dallas or Pendleton. So that's where we're looking for. Bend. No idea what that is. Where's that? Oh, we've been there. Portland, Burns, Lakeview, Kennewick. So none of them are on there. Okay, that's cool. So let's see where we have got. We've got Washington State, Aberdeen, and let's have a look and see if we can get back. So there we go. We should be back now fully. This is our live stream here, and let's have a look. Washington. Yeah, we've done Washington. We've got them places covered. We've got Womack, Everett, Tacoma, Aberdeen. Oh, that'll do. We'll do Aberdeen. That gives you another new city. Maybe 3, actually 4. Let's do this. Right. So we're going to do this trailer. This might give us 4 complete 4 complete cities that we're going to hopefully find. Let's dive back in the cab, get back on the road, and off again. Awesome. So where we're heading off to, we're going to pick a trailer up. We've got a bit of a long drive ahead of us, I think. 55 miles to get to our next trailer. But it should be a decent trip. Should get with some more discovered cities. Hopefully we'll get another 4 cities discovered. But that stopped well. I suppose it's got to when it's pulling 40 ton. East is our next right. How's going, Cheers? You alright? How's the music mixing going? Hope you're spinning them tunes. And working not too hard. Got your screens. Yes, yeah, no, it was my configuration issues, Chase. I hadn't quite set it up right. We had no sound or turned on for the audio for the game, which was, many people have sat and just listened to me, and how amazing are those people. Thank you very much for liking the stream, Mark. Thank you very much indeed. You can have the Sunday afternoon horn. And for everybody that's missed the horn, you can all have the extra horn because you have missed it. Let's get round here before this light changes. And onto the highways again, rather than the little back roads. So yes, and thank you very much for sharing the stream, Mark. It is appreciated. You are an absolute legend. Hello to Robert Hennessy. How are you, my friend? I hope you are having a good afternoon. We are on American Truck Simulator, and we are currently going to pick a load up in Ontario, even though it's 52 miles. We're a big city, this one. And we're going to head up to the Washington State, to a place called Aberdeen, which has got its namesake built in granite in Scotland there. We're going to try and do this run as quick as we can. And we are motoring quite nicely now. Now we've got sound and video and audio and all sorts. How amazing. If anybody's been following on Farming Simulator 19, we have got managed, on the request of the daughter, to roll over a tractor. So we did manage to do that. Unfortunately it wasn't on live stream or any videos. but now we know how, we might have another go. See if we can get it rolled over. So nearly 90 mile an hour heading off to our next destination. We'll dive down the inside. Probably not the most legalist moves on the planet, but we'll get these jobs done. We've got places to be, people to see. Just pray to God that there's no police looking. And remember, it's only breaking the law if you get caught. And we've only been caught a few times up now. That's the beauty of these American trucks. They've got no physical limiters or electronic limiters on them, so it is down to the drivers to judge how fast they push them. Whereas in the UK and Europe, we've got physical and electronic limiters which say you cannot drive over 56 mile an hour, although some limiters are more 56 mile an hour than others, which is always good to find. And it's always a pleasure to find a truck with a little bit of speed. Hello to Rally Rich, good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's get this slowed down. Here we go, left here. Nothing coming on our right. Nothing coming on our left. So hello to Rally Rich, he's joining me. That guy is another legend in the rallying world and is appreciated for joining with this Sunday afternoon. UK weather today, we've got a bright day to be honest, but it's overcast. Haven't been outside yet, so I don't know if it's warm or cold or what. I think it's not cold, but I don't think it's what you would call the summer. Here we go, we're going in here. Let's go and find this trailer. More nice scenery. Hello to my good old man, Roger Clayton. Welcome on board. Thank you very much for joining with Dad. So, if you all want to know where I got my sense of humour from, it was him. It's his fault. Let's go and grab another trailer. Mate, you don't need to laugh. You don't need to be sorry. It was absolutely hilarious. We were creased up while she was pulling that off. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. That trailer that we were going to go for is vanished. So what we're going to go for is we're going to go for Cannewick. We're going to take that one. We'll do that job. Double trailer of excavated soil. Could do that from your own house, to be honest. Mate, you don't need to apologise. It was what it was designed for. She was absolutely in agony. I was creased up, and it was funny. So this is a double trailer for coastline mining. We've got 38,220 pounds of excavated soil on the back, and we're going up to Cannewick in the Washington State area. Hello to Jason Morris. Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for joining me. We are about to go and find this trailer. I think it's over here. Hopefully it's over there. There she is. There she blows. And we'll stick this on the back of our Kenworth, our trusty Kenworth. And this is American Truck Simulator 2. The other video that we're going to be releasing at some point is a video my son did last night. And it is a demonstration video and a how-to video of how to build a bat detector as recommended by our good friend Philip Robbins. He has built one as well, and they're a brilliant thing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on the outside and have a look at this truck and trailer we're hauling. So it is a double. Let's get it hooked up. We'll get that on the back. Must have been quickly lined up, but there we go. We've got lights on. Let's have a look at this. So let's have a look. See if we can get a picture of the indicators. Yeah, indicators are working. Brake lights are working. Let's dive on the truck and make sure all the wires are connected. She was, I must admit, mate, she was pretty good. She did her best in not swearing. What you didn't actually see afterwards was she made me have a go of it. Obviously I didn't do my full face because, you know, us blokes don't do that. but it does stick well, I tell you. Well, I don't know why women put themselves through it, mate. Honestly, it's she doesn't have to make some sacrifices to make it look beautiful when she's already a bonny lass to start with, to be honest. Hello to Paco Medina. Hello to you. Thank you for joining me. Welcome on board. It is appreciated you joined with this afternoon. We are playing American Truck Simulator, and we are in the Ontario state. Sorry, we're up in Ontario, and we're going to go up to Kanawak in the Washington state with these 38,000 pounds of excavated soil on these double trailers, as you can see in the mirrors. Bit of a run. It really opens the pores, aye does it? It opens the tear ducts as well, apparently. It's I can tell you all one thing though, from the charcoal mask Liz used, right, and from what I can tell you now is there's no way, not a God's honest hope, would anybody ever go near me with hot wax. If that pain is what charcoal waxing does, or charcoal whatever you're doing, then the hot wax is going nowhere near me. Nah, too much of a softie, and I don't mind admitting it. So on the road again, we are heading north up to Washington State, and time's pushing on again. 9:38 in the evening, game time. Local time. What's local time? Craigie. It is coming up to 1:45. Wow. Hello to Rob Sharp. Wow, there's a name from the past. How, Rob? You alright? I hope you're well. So sorry to hear about your loss with your dog, man. I hope you're well though. And blessings out to you. Thanks for joining with us Sunday afternoon. And we're off again on our little American adventures through the USA. And well, we're in for Colin Broderick as well. Colin, where are you? What have you been up to? We need Colin's a big fan. And one thing that Colin's claim to fame, this is Colin's true claim to fame, and it's an absolute legendary claim to fame. This guy's an absolute amazing claim to fame is Colin Broderick's uncle moved out to the good old USA way back, and he started a trucking company called Broderick Removals. And this trucking company got featured in a really classic, legendary movie, and the movie was, I believe, Smokey and the Bandit. When you're watching Smokey and the Bandit, I can't remember if you said Smokey and the Bandit 1 or Smokey and the Bandit 2, but there was a glimpse, or there was a shot of Colin's uncle's truck with Broderick Removals on the back in the movie, and I think that is absolutely amazing. I think that's an absolute awesome claim to fame, and we're so lucky to have Colin join me as well on our Sunday streams. It was silky smooth. So was the tear ducts, mate. Oh, we just crashed into it again. That was about the reaction after I after I had the, what do you call it? Like run into a brick wall. Mark was saying that T3 ones are better for you, I think. Mark just was saying that T3 face masks were better. I think the Halloween face masks are a lot easier to take off, although you wouldn't be able to tell looking at us, like. So here we go. We are back on the twisties here. We've had a couple of bumps here. We're going to get the truck fixed at the next stop, and when we get the next garage, we'll get the repairs done. We're not doing too bad actually. Nice little run. There's 121 miles to go, not very far. Is a recovery truck. Is it a recovery truck? Or is it a cement mixer pump wagon? We are expanding our family again as well this week. We are over 1,700 followers around the world, joining us regularly over the weekends, and it's all appreciated. It is the more friends and family we get, the more interesting stories we get to hear, the more we get to appreciate. Life goes on wherever we are, and there's one little point that brings everybody together as a friend or a family. And as you can see on my dashboard, it's now saying visit service area. Oh, this is going to cost money. get past that truck. It looks like we're past them now. Oh no, we weren't. Never mind. It'll be fine. Keep the hammer down. That's going to cost us some money on the trailer. Pulling well, this 65 mile an hour all the way up this hill. Bit of weight on the back. 38,000 pound in weight, I think it is. It equates to about 33 tonne, I think. We are not far away now, 94 miles. As we're heading up. We've got a weigh station coming up. Hopefully we'll not be overweight. Well, the truck at least. And also they might not look at the damage if they let me through. No, they're going to let me through. Excellent. That's good news. Keep the hammer down to pull the lad in front. And let us through. That's good news. Thank you very much. Give them the toot. New roads to be discovered as we're pulling up this highway. As you can see on the map, the roads that are grey have not been driven on yet. The roads that are moving into yellow have. So we carry on up the road. There's a nice little parking view. Oh, there's a viewpoint up there. Ah, we could have called in seeing the views. I mean, we wouldn't probably be able to see much in the night, but never mind. So yeah, like I say, the more mileage you do, you get more achievements, stuff like that. There's an escape ramp there. That escape ramp's a bit high up on the mountain, to be honest. I would have been preferring it a little bit further down. Let's see if we can get round here. We've got no gears, that'll never work. There we go. This could be going wrong drastically. Get the exhaust brake in. Don't want to be running out of brakes by the time we get to the bottom. Waiting for fifth gear. We got the top one. Yeah, we've got no gears here. Run out of gears. There we go. 15th is back. We're going to try and get the next gear. I think the damage on the trucks, what's damaged, is possibly the gearbox. We'll try and get a gear. Oh, don't want to travel the rest of the way just in 15th. That'll use the fuel up. So if you are watching on watch parties or live stream, I do appreciate you joining me. The watch party, if you're on the watch party, you want to come over and meet all the Facebook family, some type of family, then please do drop over on www.facebook.com/subtypeart. This is Pendleton, which is a new discovery, another little town, city discovered in the Washington state. Yeah, we've got no gears. We've got no gears above 15. Yeah, how horrible stuff. And then once we get this load dropped, we will look at the time. If we can get one more load in, a short one, we'll go and do that. Or what we might do is we might go and have a look and see how William's doing with his truck, and make sure what business is doing too, not too bad. We've got $250,000 in the bank. We could potentially buy another truck, which would be quite nice. We might go for a new Mack. Give this truck to another driver and see if we can get the new Mack. 137 has come with a new Mack as well. I want to see is apparently you break your back in the new Mack, but yeah, we'll see. Should be a comfortable enough truck. Nice new shape. I don't know what accessories are up there for it yet. Keep the hammer down. 39 miles to go to Kennewick in Washington State, I believe. We are bombing along here, and we'll try and but I tell you what, I was going to overtake these boys, but I'm not going to. Oh yes I am. Oh dear. So it looks like this road is closed. Or is it? Oh, it should be alright. We'll nip through. What's the worst that can happen? Cheers lads. Dive through this area. Probably shouldn't have done that. Cheers Robert Clayton for watching. I'm glad you've just joined us. You're back with me now. So So we've done a bit of a naughty. Let's hope there's nothing blocking the road up here. We could be in a world of trouble. Oh dear. No, we'll be alright. Got to sneak past. Oh, we just got it. Oh, we got through. Made it to a bit of paint off, but we got through. Probably wasn't the wisest move. We should have gone round. But I know we're on a time schedule. I know this truck and trailer's got to go where it's got to go. And nothing stops some type of haulage from getting the job through and getting the job done. Even if we've got to ram our way through it. By the way, folks, if you do happen to see police roadblocks and stuff here, please just pay attention to them and follow the instructions and the rules. Don't do what I do. Don't, as I say in the famous TV shows, please don't try this at home, or on the roads, or on holiday, or anything like that. Just remember this is a simulation, and the beauty of simulations is we can sometimes get away with doing things that we wouldn't generally do on the road. If it doesn't fit, get a bigger hammer. Exactly. Yes, totally. There's three mottos I follow, Robert. One of them is if it moves and it shouldn't, get gaffer tape. If it doesn't move and it should, get WD-40. And if it doesn't fit, get a bigger hammer and hit it until it does fit. So, gross vehicle weight, 82,488 pounds, and it's saying my vehicle's not in the best of shape. Surprise, surprise. We're back on the road again. We'll go and get some repairs done when we get up to this place up here. Hopefully we don't want to be off. We do want to be off. We'll go back to that slip road. Going to take off towards Kennewick and Spokane. Turn them main beams off, we're blinding the guy in front. Yes, that's basically the engineering philosophy. If it moves and it doesn't move and it shouldn't move, then gaffer tape or cable ties. And if it... Ooh! And I should have been watching there. I was watching what the alerts were. Let's see if I can reverse off the bumper of this guy. Sorry, mate. Yeah, alright. So, Robert, thanks for the like. Robert Clayton, thanks for the like. Thanks for the distraction. So here was me saying we're doing absolutely amazing and really well and not damaging anything and not crashing and all this and that. I'm going to destroy the truck. So this is Kennewick Ray's Hamburgers. Anybody fancy a burger? They'll be shut probably. But yeah, the philosophy of a good engineer is if it moves and it doesn't move. Sorry, if it moves and it shouldn't move, get gaffer tape. If it shouldn't move, no. And if it should move and it doesn't, WD-40. And if it doesn't fit, use a bigger hammer. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Oops. Bless it. Good afternoon, I'm a banger, and hopefully Susie and you are both well this afternoon. Yeah, no, welcome, Robert. Cheers, man. I love distractions. I hope you, my banger, and yourself and Susie are well in Zambia. We have been looking out for you, making sure you are well, and for joining away, both of you can have the Sunday afternoon horn. Susie and Mabanga are regular visitors on our live streams, whether it be on the Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon, or whether it be on the Tuesdays as well. We did run a Tuesday live stream this week as well, and they joined us as well, and it was really good to see them. Really good to know everybody's joining in all over the world, and they are all well, I hope. So if you're joining us, please join me in the live chat and let me know how you're doing this Sunday, 17th of May, and we'll give you a shout out. Promote a business if you've got a business you need promoting. Robert Clayton's business is distractdad.com. Let's crash the truck / let's crash the truck. Make Dad crash the truck, I think his business should be called. Let's have a look, see who's in this Mercedes, see if we can get in the wave. Oh, we'll frighten him off. Ah, never mind. Anybody want to buy a yellow Range Rover? Nice Range Rover over there. Don't know about the colour, I think. So. You're right there. Who parked this truck? Yeah, well, it wasn't me, because to be honest with you, it wouldn't have been that straight. And you're right. I was just helping out the local police force and moving an obstruction, moving him about another 30 foot with his brakes on. I'm sure that's what recovery drivers do, isn't it? They just drive up behind them and push them. If we've got any recovery drivers on the stream, then let me know. Is that how you handle breakdowns? Do you just run up behind them and shove them along the road? If you can't drive... Oh, cheers, Rob. Cheers, man. This isn't driving, this is using the force. Have you got your eyes open, or are you just like using the force? Now, which movie was that from? I can't remember myself, to be honest. I was hoping somebody would tell us. Oh, we've got some lights on there. So over a little bridge. This is the Columbia River in Washington. And we're really struggling with power now. This is just down to the damage on the truck. This thing's going to fall a bit somewhere, I think. So we'll dive over here. We'll go and get it. We've been here before, I think. Looks like it. We'll get this loaded up. Oh, we'll get the trailer dropped off. And earn some pennies to pay for the fixes on the truck and trailer, or at least on the cab. Get the trailer dropped off first. They might never notice. Hopefully they won't notice that we've damaged that trailer. Being a tipper trailer, it shouldn't have that much damage on it. They're quite strong things, like. We'll come out that way. So we've got railway crossing coming up. When we come out, we're going to use that little grey road and get that discovered off. Right, now to find a parking space. Is that it there? Oh, this could be a delight to park if it's a drive-in one. Hopefully it is. And not have to do any reversing. But this doubles on, because that would be an absolute pain. Especially the way I reverse. So we are pushing on. Are we going to get it in? It's almost like it's got a flat tire, to be honest. Or is it the train gone past? There we go, we're in and parked up. Let's go and have a look on the outside and see if we can spot any of that damage we've done. The cab's looking alright. And what we'll do is we'll drop the... No clue but the little force be with us. There was plenty of force in that one, my friend, I tell you. So yeah, there we go. We are going to be leveling up. I don't know how. So we're now level 18, which is really good. It gives us some more things to choose from. We have gained $5,718 and 342 experience points, which is taking over to level 18. Next one, what should we do? Should we hit high value cargo? Let's go for another high value cargo. So that levels up where high value cargoes gives you more chances of finding higher value cargo loads. We're going to have a quick look on the map here to see if we can find somewhere we can get this repaired. Maybe not. Right, I'll tell you what, we'll dive back into the job market and see what freight we've got available from around this area. So we've managed to find Pendleton as well, so that's up to Kennewick, which is good. Let's see, so we're in Kennewick, Elko, Nevada, we've been there, Coos Bay, Oregon, been there. We need Eugene, Oregon, been there, Port Angeles, we haven't been there, so we'll take some cars up there, Medford, been there. Let's have a look, Newport, been there. been there. Bellingham, Seattle. Everett, haven't been there. We'll go up to Everett. Let's have a look. So Salem, the Dallas. We haven't been there. If we do the Dallas, that will give us our last discovery for Oregon, I believe, and that should give us our achievement, which is really good. So let's get this out of here. Hello to Oliver Nickel. How are you? I hope you are well, my friend. And thank you very much for joining with this Sunday afternoon. Let's see how we get out of this place. We need to find somewhere to get this fixed as well, because she's not very well. Are we going the right way? Yes, we are. There we go. We'll be round here. And we're going to bust out of here. We'll miss the ramp. We'll go and discover this little road up here. Another bit of the area discovered. And then we'll head over to pick our trailer up. 30 miles away, this trailer. We'll not wait for them, they'll be fine. They'll overtake one. We need to find a breakdown yard, that's what we need. See if we can find one. Make the map a little bit bigger, give it a little bit more of a view. Oh, we've got top gear back, which is good. And off there's a way station up there we're going to have to try and avoid. Do with getting a rest in as well. Not going off that way just yet. That'd be a nice place to start a route down that highway. Okay, with some more yellow roads discovered. The trick with this game is you're trying to discover as much of the maps and build your business up. So you've got multiple trucks in multiple locations hauling multiple cargo with multiple drivers and earning multiple dollars and not doing what I do, which is generally just crush them. As a boss, you better lead by example. Oh, here we go. Thank goodness. I think we've got a flat barrier. Oh no, we're off skis, that's good. Don't think there's a repair shop over there. There's not. When you're looking for a repair shop, you can never find one. The repair shops are all indicated by little spanners on the maps, rather than being the big spanner in the cab. Let's get past this guy, get down the road. We're only about 9 miles away from where the location to pick the trailer up from, and then it's not a bad of a run down to where we're going. Let's have a look at this. We are turning right here, I believe. Big rig demolition derby. Now that would be epic. I think that would be amazing to go and see. I would go and see that. I'd pay to see that. That would be really good. If anybody knows of any demolition derby with trucks, that would be awesome. That's what we should call this live stream, Big Rig Demolition Derby. That would definitely be the one, Rob. So as we blast through this farmyard, giving the suspension a good old workout. Hopefully my trailer's here. Jump on the back. Oh look, Liz is here waiting for us. She must have brought me sandwiches down. So anybody that knows us, or anybody that wants to know us, knows I love my Subarus. And that is the Subaru model at the moment and colour that I actually own. So she must have brought me sandwiches down so I can nip over, do this job. She's a good lass like that. That's not what we were planning on going to. Let's have a look. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do that one. But we're meant to be going to somewhere completely different, but that's going to give a discovery on what map. So we'll do that one. Go and get this trailer picked up. Looks like a big trailer as well. Ah, we're picking it up from my farm, or Farming Simulator 19. There she is. So again, it's a big double. And what we'll do with this one is we'll spin it round. shame we can't go the opposite direction. It'll be a bit of a reverse to get that round there. Bring it back out. Especially with that other trailer alongside it. I wonder if we can move that other trailer over here. Thank you to Thomas Reed. Hello son, how are you doing? I hope you're well. You've got Robert Clayton with me at the minute, and thanks for joining with Thomas. Thomas Reed, you can have the Sunday afternoon horn. Thomas goes to college and school with my eldest one, Robert Clayton. Thank you very much for joining with Thomas. I appreciate it. And I hope I can keep you entertained, because he likes his fighting games. I think he likes his Fortnite, stuff like that, and Call of Duty, I think. And but it's appreciated you joining with, young man. Thank you very much. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing everything you have to do to stay safe. I hope your parents are well as well, and everybody else you care about. In these times, let's get this truck out here. Yes, I am tempted to go turn right here. I'm going to pull it right the way forward and then bend it round. Hopefully we'll get this out. This might be a bad idea. This is going to be a horrible idea. Thomas, if you want more notifications of when me, Robert and Thomas is online, then just remember, hit that follow button, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and you get notifications to your Facebook. Or if you're on YouTube, you can subscribe as well. We are live streaming across YouTube, and you can join on the live chats and keep in touch with everybody. I'm a Nissan fan. I want a Nissan Skyline. Oh mate, I sort of are. I love the Skylines. I love the GTR 35s as well. The epic cars, absolutely epic cars. Never had the privilege of driving a R35, but if I ever got a chance, I'd be there like a shot. Good afternoon to Ian Crosby. Thank you very much for joining me and watching with me this afternoon. Welcome on board. If you want more notifications of this big rig demolition derby that we generally have on a Sunday at 12:30 every week, then please hit that follow button. And if you can also like and share and subscribe on YouTube as well, that'd be much appreciated. We do love every single one of you, and you do get to know more information as well. Hello to Nicky Boo Hooper. I hope you're well, and thank you very much for joining us as well. For every like, share, follow, and oh, this is going to be tight. Sorry, mate. Oh, got him. Never mind. He'll be alright. For every like, share, follow that we get, we tend to like to give you the horn of thanks. So if you just want your Sunday afternoon horn, hit that share button, like or follow. Or if you really, really, really appreciate what we've got, then make sure you hit the stars as well. There's our grumpy little puppy at the minute going nuts. What a dog. What a dog you are, Missy. Yeah? Sometimes, the minute the dog's got pain in her rear leg, and unfortunately the UK vets, none of them are open to have a look at her. So she's a bit grumpy. She's on antibiotics and penicillin, not penicillin, but anti-inflammatories, antibiotics. And but she's still in a bit of pain when you catch it a certain way. So off we go again. We've got 330 miles to go, and on this trip we will be finding the last city in Oregon, and which is the Dallas, I believe, and that'll give us the other certificate, or the other achievement, should I say, which will give us more points on Steam, which is good. Another little calling card, I think it's called. If anybody has got Steam or any game system like that, drop your gamer names on there as well, and we'll see if we can add you if you want. Dave Lee, good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for joining us as well, Dave. Appreciate it. Here we go up towards Pendleton. Thank you very much to Arca Dakari for liking the stream. You can have the Sunday afternoon horn. Let's get this slowed down for this corner so we don't roll it. It's a big double trailer on this. Got the exhaust brake in. Let's do this and we'll get it run up the road. They are technically illegal in the US. Are they? Alright. Didn't know that, mate. Ours is just kind of, what you call it, the let them happen. But never. Right, here we go. We're back on this highway, hoofing up the outside. I see what you mean. The GTR 35 did. Oh yeah, because they've got to be a certain age before they're allowed in the US, aren't they? The UK tried to do that by saying that you needed model reports and stuff like this before you could register them. It was the same with a lot of the Japanese imports, that you weren't allowed to bring them into the UK unless you had model reports and you had to go through strict government checks and stuff like that, which was nuts. You know, I mean, the cars, what harm can there be? But I've seen a few in the USA. I mean, I don't know if they're just race cars or drag cars or custom cars that people are just using, but I've seen a few videos of the GTRs. Maybe older GTRs, because I think after a certain amount of time they're allowed to be brought in or they're allowed to be used. So we are 264 miles away. This is going to be our last haul of the day, I think, on American Truck Simulator. We're going to park this up and then we'll be back at 5:30 for Euro Truck Simulator 2, where we are still pushing on. We're going to try and do a bit more, earn a bit more cash, and hopefully move on and maybe get another truck. We've been working this week on Philip Robbins' Forgan Distillery low-grade truck as well. Not quite ready yet, but it will look good when it's done. As the engine malfunction, we've still got to find a garage as well. Let's have a quick fly down here. We are not that far off now from gaining another truck in this simulator as well. Like I say, we'll probably go for the Mac, the new Mac. So this is Portland we're heading down to. Flying down this road down to Portland. Not taking long once we get the speed built back up again. Can't remember what we're hauling. Anybody remember? So we've got frozen fruits. Oh, okay. So we've got 2 fridge boxes on the back, £46,000 of frozen fruit. Going over to Eugene, Eddie's at Eugene, in Oregon, I believe. And we are heading out on the interstate with all this fruit on board. Speed gearbox. 16 speed, well it's 18, but we can't get the last top 2 because of the damage on the truck and trailer, or the truck mainly. Damaged the gearbox on that last trip through my good friend and son Robert Clayton. So in the US you can't get GTR 34s and 35s legally on the road, but you can get them as show cars. But everyday drive, it's illegal. Wow, because it won't pass emissions. Oh, okay. I think that's basically what the UK tried to ban a lot of Jap imports with, was the emission rules. But we have, how can I put this? Some garages are more emission friendly than others. So as long as you pass your yearly MOT, or you make the car pass MOT by either turning the tune down a little bit or putting little bits of bobs in the exhaust, like bigger cats or stuff like that, it'll pass the MOT. And then once you get your MOT, and obviously do what you want. If you want to take it back out again, I mean, obviously that's totally illegal, and I'm not advising people to do that. But if for instance, say you wanted to drive without a cat in, then you know you're only going to get tested once a year, is what I'm basically trying to say. So yeah, great shame that. Hopefully the Americans will change their minds and allow you these amazing cars, because it would be amazing to see them on the American roads. You've got the 2012 GTR. Whoa, nice. I'm sure that's a 35, or is it a 34? They're a nice car though. The GTR is an absolute stunning car. Liz has driven a GTR 35. She drove, she worked for an airport parking company, and she phoned me up one day, or one night, she was on night shift, and she phoned me up and she says, "You're not going to believe what I'm driving." Or actually she said, "I don't know what I'm driving. It says it's a Nissan, but on the steering wheel it says a GTR." And I said, "How many rear lights has it got? What shape are they?" And she went, 4 round ones. Oh great, you're driving a GTR 35. You lucky person. I might not have said person, but I did say lucky quite a bit. And yeah, she had to drive in this customer's car. Absolutely amazing things. So yeah, she's driven some cracking cars. They're working for that. Best car I've drove would be, let's think, Ferrari 355. Way back in the day. So there's Dallas discovered. So we've completed all of the Oregon state, and also driven a what else have I driven? Powerful wise, probably the most powerful would have been my Subaru, which was 450 brake horsepower until I broke it, and I broke the engine. That is, that was quite a quick car. I would keep up with a lot of motorbikes, and I'm trying to think what else I've driven, which was quite nice. I drove a big Audi A8. That was an epic car, and I've driven Mercedes S500. That was a nice car. That was a really nice car. Owned that for a while. And the Audi A8, owned that for a while. That was epic as well. But so the GTR 2012, is that a Nissan as well, or is that a different manufacturer? Robert? And then on top of that, I've owned and drove 2 Ford Excursions, the big engine ones, the 6.2 V10s. They were 2005 and 2006 Ford Excursions. I drove a Chrysler, an owned Chrysler 300 SRT, which was in 2008, I believe. And I also owned and drove a Ford F250, which was the 5.7 V8. And again, that was in 2007, I believe, as well. So I owned and drove all them, owned them all at the same time, and they'd all been converted into limousines. No, that wasn't. That was a Lincoln Continental limousine. That was, and it was, I don't know, it wasn't a tree, it was a bus stop, Robert, that we managed to touch. Still Nissan. Oh, that's cool. That's good. But yeah, the Lincoln Continental, which got nicknamed the Titanic because it had more mechanical failures on it whilst you were driving it. And I'm not about breakdowns, I'm about mechanical failures. I had but I never owned it. It wasn't mine. I just drove it, and that car was jinxed. It was absolutely jinxed. I had a front wheel fall off at us at 60 mile an hour on a motorway. I had a back wheel fall off at us at probably about 50 mile an hour on the A19. I had numerous times the brakes would fail. I think it was 3 times the brakes failed. I had a steering joint go on as whilst cornering, which is what got the tree, which got the bank. But the owner of it, he looked after it, but not very well. It was a Lincoln, I think it was a Lincoln Continental, or maybe a Lincoln Town Car. But it was maybe a Lincoln Town Car, but it was stretched. It was stretched. It had 280-inch stretch on it, or 210-inch stretch in the body. Then it had 3 axles at the back, which was absolutely huge. Double bed at the back over the wheels, and massive car. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if he just got rid of it and broke it or what, but it was a cracking thing to drive, a hell of a challenge. Pontiac, nice, G6, that's on an off. Mate, the Pontiacs are awesome cars. The old school Pontiacs, I love them. The Firebirds, absolutely amazing cars. I'm sure the police use Pontiac G6s as well in America. To be honest, the next vehicle, I've got lots to choose from. Well, I've got lots of wants and lots of things I'd love to get next. Realistically, probably not going to get anything. But the cars I would love to own would be a Ford Raptor, one of the big Raptors. I think that would be a big double cab, plenty of suspension on it, go off-road and stuff like that. I think that would be quite cool. Or an F350 Julie, that would be quite nice as well. Or like I say, something like which is probably going to be more what I'd be looking at, would be an Audi RS6. They're quite nice cars. That would probably be a nice car to replace the Subaru with. Or a BMW M3 or an M5. Not like a new one, the older ones obviously. But something like them, along them lines. I think they would be quite good cars to own and drive, just for a bit of laugh, a bit of fun. So you're going to let us out? Oh he is, what a store. So yeah, those, or what else? I don't even think I would mind another Audi S8, sorry, an A8. It'd be nice to get an S8, but I think A8 would be just as nice, one of the newer ones. And also like the Ford Lightnings. Oh yeah, man. The Harley Davidson was a nice motor. The Harleys were a good, a nice option pack on the F-150s. Or an old GTO. Yeah, man. When you look at these programs on the Gas Monkey and Richard Rawlins and stuff like that, amazing to see the cars they get a hold of. Good afternoon, Andy Brewster. I hope you're well. Andy is probably the Northeast leading guitar musician, absolute legend on the 6-string, really good lad as well, nice lad, good IT engineer as well, allegedly. Good afternoon to you, Andy, thanks for joining me. But yeah, when you look at Richard Rawlins and the money and the amount he puts into the cars he builds and stuff like that, it's amazing how easy he makes them, and their lads make them look to restore and rebuild. And building a rally car, which I've been doing for now however many god years, probably more years than what I've been alive, it's not easy. It probably is for them because they've got all the technology, they've got all the expertise and all this and the other. But when you're a guy in a garage on your own and you have to get all these skills of being able to weld, grind, paint, fill, it's never going to be easy, you know. But I suppose that's half the challenge, you know. All right, oh that's cool. The Raptor replaced it, so there you go. So we've both got the same taste in trucks, man. It's I think they would be awesome. Oh, I also drove a Yukon Denali as well, which was a nice truck, to be honest. Pretty luxurious. Nice SUV. Big look, massive vehicles. It's amazing when you put a UK vehicle next to an American vehicle, how much bigger the American vehicles are. So, if you're joining with us this afternoon, thank you very much. We're not that far off our destination. This is going to be our last live haul of American Truck Simulator today. We are currently not that far away, about 55 miles away from our destination. We are going to head off into the American sunset with the red, white, blue streaming off the aerials of our cabs. Once we get this trailer dropped, we've done really well with this. I thought we would have broken down before now, but it's held together. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We're going to get our lunch. We've got a nice roast, Sunday roast chicken dinner, being cooked by the glorious wife. Liz is doing an amazing job in the kitchen there, and she's got that nearly ready. So we'll get that, and then we'll be back at 5:30 today, UK time, that's UK British summer time, for Euro Truck Simulator 2, when we will be carrying on our journeys onto the European continent, possibly into South America, and maybe purchasing another cab. Oh, engine stopped. And then we will be back later on at 9:30 for our regular Sunday night ForganDistillery.com drink with Farmer Simulator 19, and we'll be doing a bit more down on the farm. Hopefully this time we will be able to get some pigs. We want to buy a pig pen. We want to get some pigs so we can grow some pigs. Oh wow, I didn't realise they were coming back because the petrols were thirsty. They were a thirsty beast. Mind, the power on them was something else, mate. Whoa, they would just pull and pull and pull. But a diesel excursion would be amazing. And the American diesel engines sound lovely. They've got a nice sound on them. There's the driver starting to get tired. I'm sure they got rid of the Excursion and brought a smaller model out. I don't know if it was called the Explorer or the or something like that. But it was. I don't think it was as well received as what the Excursion was. Because a lot of people missed that truck, that SUV. Amazing bit of kit. Although I still love my F250. My F250 to me was probably the best one of them all. It drove lovely. It was an absolute amazing thing to drive. It handled well, had plenty of power, and had a lovely exhaust note on it. It was a favourite of a lot of my drivers, to be honest. They liked the F250, the silver one, and the trick. And like I say, they were all limousines, so stretched and this bits and bobs and stuff like that. But that one was custom made in the US and shipped across to the UK, and that one had a two-person jacuzzi in the back, in the bed at the back. Not good for shopping, like, but it was ideal for limo work and promotion work. Big two-person jacuzzi in the back of a pickup truck. Oh, it doesn't like this. Hello to our Algerian friend. Sorry, I can't pronounce the name. The Arabic spellings are absolutely horrendous for myself. I'm really not good at reading Arabic. But thank you very much for liking the stream. And you can have the Sunday horn out to you. The beauty of Eugene, which is where we're going, looks like it's got a repair yard. So we should be able to get this truck repaired as well, which is all good. This is awesome, this. Was it the Escapades? Escape, Explorer, and the Expedition. That was it. The Expedition. They just got the Excursion, and now they're bringing it back now. Get in. That's good news, that. That's really good news. So, yeah. The Excursion was an amazing truck. It was an absolute amazing truck. But yeah, I think it was the big one. It was the granddaddy of the SUVs. The Excursion was. We're going to get this trailer dropped off, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go and fix the cab. There's this Eddie's here on the right, which is where we're taking this frozen fruit. And we're getting tired as well. Oh. So I take we're going in here. Oh, nice easy park as well. That's good. We've had a bit of an easy shift today, haven't we? I haven't done too many reverse parks, which is good. Well, it's not good because we like to show off with reverse parking. See if we can get this in. There we go. We're in. We'll drop the handbrake on. We'll give you a look around the outside and see what we've been hauling. Well, it's a bonny trailer, mate. A bonny pair of trailers. So that is the frozen fruit delivered to Eddie's in usually in Oregon, Washington State, Oregon. We'll go Oregon. We'll drop the old lantern legs. There's the handle, wind the legs down, and that's us back into the game there. We are rank 2 if a skill long distance. You're right there. I was never did. They're a big truck. We have gained $16,714, which is probably what we're going to spend on repairing the truck, and gained 710 XP. We are going to leave it there. No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll run over, we're going to get the truck fixed, and then we'll leave it there. Let's drop the handbrake off. Really weird driving like this, but what a cracking way to see the truck and trailer separating up. Now we'll just reverse it up into that corner, and then we'll get it all ready for next Sunday when we'll be live streaming again American Truck Simulator all over the USA. Well, the bits of the USA we've got. SCS are launching another DLC map at some point. I don't know when, but they are. And do we want to be in there? No, we want to be straight over. And they are going to be launching that, and that's going to have more places to visit. Yes. I think, to be honest, the way things are going, Robert, it's going to be like this for a while. I think we're going to have cheap fuel prices for a long time, which is great. Means we can afford to drive the cars we own. So this is a Volvo yard we just discovered. That's good. Let's go and get this parked up on the repair shop, and then we've got a rest area as well, and we can get fuel. This is a nice place to stop for the night. So we'll get this service. How much is it going to cost? We're $23,848. My God, let's just pay it and get it done with, and then we'll dive back, and we'll dive back again, and we'll get it parked up because this guy's falling asleep. And then at that point we'll call it an evening. We'll have a quick look at the our Willie in our other truck, and we're parked up for the evening. Let's get this guy underway for some sleep so we don't lose any more money. And our loan installment's gone out $5,788. William Strain, hello to you. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for joining me. And it costs $20 to fill the tank now compared to 37. My God, mate. To give you a comparison, to fill the Subaru up when the prices, which weren't that long ago, probably 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks ago, if you wanted to go from empty to full in the Subaru, you would be looking at just under £80. If you wanted to fill my van up, which is a Volkswagen Crafter, the equivalent in the US, I believe, is a Mercedes Sprinter. If you wanted to fill that up from empty, you were looking at over £100 for fuel. It was absolutely ridiculous. But again, like I say, prices are coming down. So let's have a look. I tell you what, let's have a look at our driver manager and see what he's been up to. And we'll have a look at our truck manager after that. So driver manager, here's what Willie. Or will he? His rating is at 1.7, so he's gaining more. He's getting good on fuel economy, stuff like that. He's got a fragile cargo. He's got what's that one? High value cargo, and that's in time with explosives. He's currently hasn't got a trailer on the back. Or is he? Current trailer, not applicable. But he's got frozen foods going from Phoenix, Bushnell Farms, going to Las Cruces, which is our home depot. And we're not doing too bad. He's earning with some money at the minute. His average per day is $3,785, which is good. And he's moving on. Appreciate you, Willie. Thank you very much for that. Let's have a look at what Kenworth. This is the truck that we've been looking at. Willie's been owning. Let's have a look. Any upgrades? This is the other truck that we own. There we go. There's the beaut that she is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to call it a day for that for now, and then we'll be back at 5:30. Yes, I did, Liz. Yes, I did. God bless you for pointing that out. Thank you very much. So yes, we are going to have a look at possibly purchasing another truck. Let's have a look and see if we've got a Mac dealer discovered. We may not have. What's available? They show me what's available. Access module. Have we got any more that we could buy? A Mac R. Oh, it's a little Mac. Bless it. Freightliner. Kenworth. Oh, there's Max at the top. GTM. Peterbilt. Doesn't really show it. Oh, there you go. Then it is some nice trucks there. Nah. Peterbilt 567 with the carb sleeper. There's my Kenworths. Some nice Kenworths. Let's have a look at the Freightliners. There's the Freightliner, and then the last of the Peterbilts. 567. Some nice trucks. But what we'll do is we'll go back to. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what dealers we've got. Volvos there. We've got Internationals, Peterbilts, and Kenworth. I'm sure there's a Mack dealership as well. Maybe Medford or Salem or Portland. But for now, what we'll do is we've got plenty to choose from in the upcoming weeks on lockdown. But for now, what I'd like to do is wish you all a great day. I want to thank you all for joining us, spending some time with us, and enjoying this Sunday as much as what I have done, spending it with you. So for now, God bless, and I wish you all well, and I hope to see you later on when we come back with Euro Truck Simulator 2 at 5:30. Thank you very much now. God bless.